to Barre with Mary. We have a full body bar class today, so you're going to need a couple props, a small ball, Pilates ball, or if you don't have anything like that, roam your house and grab yourself either a ball about this size, or you can also grab a beach towel and roll it up to be more like a little burrito. Set of light weights. You don't have these, go ahead and grab a couple cans of black beans, or really any kind of bean. I don't know why the type of bean should matter. Or you can also grab 2 water bottles and fill those up. Put the weights to the side, keep the ball, and take your feet wide. Let's get started. You're gonna externally rotate the legs here. So the legs are slightly turned out, pointing towards 10 and 2 or so. You're gonna grab the ball in one hand, pick your favorite hand. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, squeeze the ball between the palms and draw the arms down, pressing the ball right in the center of the chest. Bend all the way down. Press all the way up, yes. Take it down and down. Take a lift. Now keep going, maybe pick up your pace. Go, down and up. You take it lower and lift. The arms are gonna extend and bend, beautiful. So here, just starting to get a little bit of heat building through the entire body. Letting the heart rate start to slowly rise. Getting some external rotation, a little bit of lubrication in the hip joints. If you really squeeze that ball, you're gonna start to fire up through the biceps. Shoulders are soft, and you're keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips, so we're not leaning forward. You have 4 more, go 4. 3, 2, I want you to hold this one low, bend the ball in, stick the elbows out to the side and start to squeeze the ball, go a little squeeze. Little squeeze. As you squeeze the ball, we drop, the hips go drop and drop. Now feel your inner thighs rotating up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a ton of hip flexibility, it's okay to lean forward here a little bit so that you can find that really nice rotation of the femur bones in the socket. Go, 8, 7, 6, hold it low in 4, 3, 2, I want you to stay low and rotate right, center, and left. Center, keep going, side to side. Keep the ball right in the center of the chest. And then feel this rotation come not because you're rotating the opposite leg in, not because you're twisting your shoulders, but because you're rotating through the obliques, through the waist. Go, 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to rotate to the right, hold that rotation, turn all the way to face the right side, bring the ball all the way down to the mat, both hands to either side of that front right foot. Take an inhale, draw the heart forward. As you exhale, press your left palm into the ball, drop that back left knee to tap the mat. Inhale, lift that back left leg high. The left knee bends to tap. The left leg extends, 2 more, opening up through that left hip. Last one. I want you to tap your left knee down, hold it there. Inhale, rotate the right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, sweep the right fingertips back behind you, open the chest, and then square your shoulders back to that front right leg. Quarter turn to face me. Crawl yourself all the way up and over to the other side, switching the ball into the right hand. Inhale, draw the heart forward. As you exhale, press the right palm into the ball, and let the right knee tap down to the mat. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you tap, beautiful. It's inhale, press the right hip forward. Exhale, lower it down. 2 more, you lift it up. And tap it down. Now this one, I want you to hold that tap down to the mat with the right knee. Inhale, twist. Open the left arm up to the ceiling. Take a big breath. As you exhale, sweep your left fingertips back behind you. Open the chest, feel that nice rotation. And then square the shoulders off to frame that front left foot. Now grab the ball, step your left foot back and squeeze the ball in between your inner thighs. Hands press into the mat, extend the legs long, coming into your high plank. Press down through all 10 fingers, take a little rock forward, rock back, and take it forward and back, yes. So ball is squeezing in between your inner thighs. All 10 finger pads are pressing down into the mat, and you're squeezing the energy of the thumbs in towards center. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. I want you to stack your heels over the balls of the feet. Start to squeeze that ball. Let's go with a little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. Front low ribs are hugging in and drawing up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are spreading really wide as you press your palms into the mat. 8 more squeezes, 8, 7, 6. Hips will lift in 4, 3, 2. Hips high down dog. Do whatever you need here, bending one knee and the other, or shaking the head, maybe rocking the hips from side to side, finding a big inhale and a big exhale. Press both heels down to the mat. Inhale, press the palms into the mat and reach your heart back towards your thighs, driving your heels down to the mat. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze your elbows in towards the sides of your face, and then slowly lower the forearms all the way down in 4, 3, 2, forearms around the mat. Walk the feet back, forearm plank, beautiful. Squeeze the ball. Press the forearms into the mat and really spread through the back body here. Inhale, and as you exhale, tap both knees down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Now as you tap your knees to the mat, we're not gonna let the knees rest. We're gonna hover and just barely kiss the mat with our knees. As you do that, I want you to actually feel your forearms pulling back towards your hip points. 4 more, 4, and lift. 3 more, let's go. And lift. You have just 2, you've got this. Last one, I want you to hold the extension of the legs. I want you to squeeze the ball and just breathe here for 8, 7. Keep going. Forearms press into the mat, it's just 4, squeeze the ball. 3, you're here for 2. Tap the knees down, take the ball up, and find your child's pose. Ball can just stay between your hands, or you can set it to the side, your call. Toes together, knees open as wide as you feel ready for. Big inhale, big exhale. One more time, breathe it in, and breathe it out. Roll yourself up, swing your legs around in front of you, keep your ball, and grab your weights. So the ball is gonna come behind you like a little bunny tail. You're gonna plant your feet about hips distance here. If you prefer them glued together, you totally can too. Sit up really tall and grab one weight in either hand. Extend the arms out in front of you and roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, press your sits bones into the mat and lengthen as long as you can up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, keep that length, just hinge it back. It's inhale, lift. And exhale, hinge. Keep going. Now, with the ball here, I'm hoping you feel a little less tension in your hip flexors. So hip flexors are absolutely part of your core. They all work in sync to really stabilize your body, to stabilize the midsection of the body. But I've often found that my hip flexors like to take on a lot more work than they need to do in order to kind of give my abs a little break. So with the ball, you're gonna find a little more softness in the hips and a lot more work in the core. 2 more, it's inhale, lift. And exhale, hinge, last one. Now you're gonna hold that hinge, right arm row back, right arm reach, switch, left arm row, you twist. Left arm reach, pick it up a little bit, it's exhale, and inhale. Now, as always, if you prefer to slow this down, I'd love for you to slow it down. As you row the elbow back, I want you to twist towards the elbow. So again, just like in the warm-up, it's not your hips that are twisting, and it's not your legs that are changing shape. It's the oblique muscles, the sides of the waist that twist. Center, twist. Yes, so shoulders do not lead the way. It's really the rib cage that twists. You have 4, 3, 2, last one, arms stay long. Go little up, down, little up, down, little up, down with the arms. Let's go, little up, little up, little up. Now as you press the arms up, lift your chest, little up, little up, little up. Yes, thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling, and you're still in that neutral spine. So I'm not rounding to the low back here. I'm nice and long. The front low ribs are wrapping in, and the sides of the waist are hugging in towards the belly button. You're here for 8, 7, 6, You're here for 4, 3, 2, hold it, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the weight towards center. Press back into the ball. Come up just 1 inch. Press it back and back. Lift up just an inch, beautiful. Press it back. Now as you press back, I want you to imagine you're really leading with the belly button. So the belly button draws back and it lifts up. So you're not releasing the low back and arching into it. It's like a fish hook is really wrapping around the backside of the belly button and drawing it back. And lifting it up. You have 4 more. Go 4. And lift. Squeeze the weights together and really fire up through the pectoral muscles. 2 more. And lift. Now I want you to hold that press back. I want you to really squeeze the weights and take a little twist to the right, a little twist to the left. Beautiful. So this is a really small twist. My feet are still very much grounded into the mat. And my hands are right at the center of my chest as I take just a small rotation to the left and to the right. Beautiful. Keep going. You have 4 more sets. Go 4. Soften through the shoulders and continue to squeeze the weights together. 2 more, right and left. Last set goes right. Now I want you to hold the center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, extend the arms long. Come with me for this little joyride. Slide and walk your feet forward as you roll down the ball. Bring it in between your shoulder blades. Yeah, it was fun, right? Now from here, the ball is right in between my shoulder blades. My arms are still extended, and at any point, you can set the weights down if it's too much. Take a little curl up, hold. A little curl up, hold. A little up, hold. So as you curl up here, I want you to try to re-inflate the ball. So unlike earlier, when we were trying to squish the ball, you're really trying to reform it by curling yourself up and off it. 4 more, go 4. Go 3, yes. Go 2, now I want you to hold this curl up, flip your palms to face the ceiling, and find bicep curl. And reach it out, yes. Take a bicep curl. Now this is a great opportunity to look down at your belly. Double check that the hip points are pulling in, that the low belly is wrapping in and down, rather than trying to protrude up. So you're using your exhale to find everything wrapping in and drawing down. Now maybe bring your gaze back to the tops of your knees. And then maybe take a moment to focus on your pelvic floor. With every exhale, I want you to squeeze your sits bones together and lift the pelvic floor. Go. And inhale, you have 3 more bicep curls. Yes, 2 more. Now I want you to hold halfway out with this bicep curl. So you stay engaged, press the arms, go a little press, little up. Now as you press the arms up, I want you to curl your heart. Go a little lift, little lift, little lift. Yes, let's go. It's little up, little up, little up. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold that curl, come up to the tippy toes. Extend the arms and flip the palms down to face the mat. Little marches. Go right leg lift and left leg lift. You're still trying to curl up and off of that ball. Shoulders are working, biceps are working, and of course your core is working really deeply here. You go 4 more marches. 4, 3, 2. Now that right leg is gonna float up, you're gonna hold it there. Left leg's gonna come up to meet it. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, curl yourself higher. Little press with the arm, go press, 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 breathe. We take inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now if you need more of a challenge, you're gonna press your thighs a little farther away from you. You're here for 8, 7, 6. Maybe close your eyes. You have a hold in 4. In 3, yes. Arms straighter. 2. Here is your hold. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, maybe send the legs straight. Curl yourself even higher and feel the low belly pulling down. Breathe here for 4. You've got this. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. Set your weights down. Remove the ball and hug your knees into your chest. Whew. You're gonna rock side to side here. letting the head and neck release, and letting the shoulders relax. Big breath in, big breath out. Find your way up to standing. You do not need the ball, but you do need your weights. Find that external rotation that we found at the very start of our warm-up. So feet are going to be wider than the shoulders, turning them out towards 10 and 2. I want you to sink your hips really low here. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take a moment. Inhale. Exhale, sink the hips. Now notice maybe you have a little more heat, so you can keep your shoulders stacked over your hips here. We take it little drop, little drop, little drop. Keep going with the legs. Float the arms onto the sides of the room. Palms are facing the floor. Yes. Now really squeeze the weights and extend the arms as long as you can. Driving down through the heels. Feel the heels squeezing in towards center, and the inner thighs are rotating up to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it low. Palms flip up. Palms flip down. Yes. Palms flip up. Beautiful. Keep going with the palms. Lift right heel. Lift left heel. Yes. It's a lot of coordination. If it's too much, you can take one of those two things out. Just pick your favorite one. Yes. Palms are up. Right heel lifts. Palms around. Left heel lifts. Now as your heels lift, you're going to press the ankle bone forward and the thigh bone back. So you're not rolling on to the inner edge of the foot, but keeping that nice press outward. Yes, you have 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels lower down. Inhale, arms extend. As you exhale, hinge your torso forward. Sweep your arms back behind you. Inhale, lift. Arms to the side. Exhale, hinge. It's a tricep extension. 2 more, you lift. Send them longer. Exhale, hinge. Breathe. Last one, you lift it up. Soften the shoulders. You send it forward. Palms are facing the floor. I want you to stay right here. I want you to sink your hips lower and start to lift the arms a little up, little up, little up, little up. Elongate all the way from the head of the arms up in the shoulder joint through the wrist. So arms are nice and long and straight. You lift for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. You squeeze it in and in. Pinky fingers are squeezing in towards center. Hips sink low. You have a hold for your arms. Coming up on deck. Squeeze it in for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. Hold the arms where they are. Drop the hips. Go a little drop, little drop, little drop. You've got this. Inner thighs press back. Heels drive down into the ground. Maybe arms get a little straighter. And pinky squeeze in just a little deeper. You're here for 8 to a hold. 7, 6. You got this. It's 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Inhale. As you exhale, maybe lift both heels. Press the ankle bones forward and the thigh bones back as you sink your hips. Pinky fingers squeeze in. It's a quarter turn to the left. You're dropping your weights. You're there in 4. You're there in 3. Get lower. There in 2. Set your weights down and off to the side. Turn to your left. Drop down to all 4s. Now you're going to grab your ball one more time. And you're going to bring it underneath your left knee. Keep those left toes tucked and press your hands into your mat. Beautiful. Now from here, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, press your palms into the floor. Spread the shoulder blades really wide and allow the right leg to extend behind you, kicking the heel out to the wall behind you. Yes. Now here, you're going to start to find some engagement in your right glute, but realistically, this is going to be a lot more about your left quadricep. Beautiful. Point through the right toes. Let the right leg lower to tap the mat and squeeze to lift. It's lower tap and squeeze to lift. So today we are merging thighs and glutes. So we're really going to be kind of moving fluidly from one to the other and actually transitioning between sides as we go. So you will get little breaks for the body part that we just worked. You have 2 more. Go tap it down. and lift it up. Last one, I want you to hold the lift up of that right leg and just take it, little press, little press, little press, little press. So your left leg is doing a lot of stabilizing work here. I'm feeling a ton of heat building into my left quadricep and into my core to keep me from rolling off this ball. You have 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, hold it, flex through that right foot, and curl the right heel into the seat. Yes. Go a little pull, hold. Go a little pull, hold. Pull it in, hold. So squeezing through the right glute, drawing the left hip bone back. We're gonna hold this position and bring a little more focus to the left quadricep in 4. In 3. In 2, now I want you to hold the in and keep your right leg where it is. I want you to reinflate the ball by pressing into your palms and hovering, left knee up, and left knee presses down. Lift the left knee and tap it down. Yes, so you reinflate the ball and you squeeze it down. Ooh, that's intense. Go reinflate, yes. And squeeze, you have 4 more, let's go, it's 4. And press. You have 3. And press. Just 2 more to lift. And press. Now I want you to hold that lift and breathe. Right leg lifts a little bit higher. You're laying onto your left side. Not yet. You'll be there in 4. And 3. Lift higher. 2. Tap that right knee down. Grab the ball out. And come on down onto your left forearm. Now I want you to send your legs forward towards the front corner of the mat and then roll back just slightly so you're more on the left butt cheek than on the left hip here. Beautiful. Now from here, bend that back right leg and send energy out through the left heel. Beautiful. Right arm is going to lift high to the ceiling. Let's go. You take it, tap and lower. Go. Lift and lower. Yes. So working the same thigh that you were just working in that hover, that bear plank position, right? Now, if you don't actually tap, that's totally fine. I would much rather you stay a little farther apart than crunch into your shoulder to get yourself there, right? So you're really pressing down with this left forearm. Left shoulder is gliding down your back, away from your ear. You have 4 more, let's go, it's 4. And 3. And 2. Now I want you to hold it at a hover. Just lift that left leg little up, little up, little up. If you want, you can bring the ball little down, little down. I don't know if that's fun for you. If it's too much with the ball, you can always press it into the mat as a little reminder to press up and out of that left shoulder. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold that up. Take a micro bend in the left knee. Kick it straight. Take it a little bend. And press to the heel. Pick it up, go, bend, reach, bend, reach, bend, reach. Heart is lifted. You're breathing. Yes. And you're really shooting energy out of that left heel. You have 16 more, go 16, 15. You will hold. And again, things will change. We'll bring the focus back more into the right glute. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that extension. Big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to lift the left thigh higher, and I want you to maybe send the ball up to the ceiling. You're here for 4, 3, lift it higher. Here for 2. Now before you lower that left leg, I want you to bring the ball and roll it underneath your left ankle. Come all the way down to rest on your left side. Rest. I'm not really resting, but you know, we can make it pretend like we are. Now here, I want you to stack your hips. So the top right hip is going to stack directly over the bottom left one. You're going to be unstable. You can take these top right fingers and tent them into the ground. Right leg is hovering just over the left. Right leg, lift it up and lower it down. Beautiful. Go, lift it up. You didn't think that was all your glute work, right? You know how much I love working the glutes. I want you to really push energy through the right heel. So you're really squeezing through the right quadricep, finding that extension and length. Gorgeous. Take it, lift it up and lower it down. 3 more. Full range up and lower it down. Now, if your right leg doesn't go very high, that's totally fine. The last one. And now I want you to take that right leg up to a hover. Maybe not as high as you can go, but just find a place where you're really feeling that outer right glute working. Beautiful. Take a little circle with that right heel. Little circle. And little circle does not matter which way you're going because we are going to reverse directions. The circle is probably, I don't know, the size of like an apple. But if you find that your hips are rocking and rolling all over the place, I would really recommend you make it a little smaller. Reverse your direction. Now see if you can continue to really squeeze through the right quadricep. So right leg is nice and long here, and you're feeling a ton of work into the outer right glute, and into this side, and into the hips. 4, 3, 2. You're gonna keep that right leg straight. Now I like to point my foot for this variation, but you certainly don't have to. You're gonna take the heel, tap it behind you, lift it up, take the big toe, tap it in front of you, and lift up. Now you notice I'm not actually tapping the floor because I can't successfully do that without rolling my pelvis side to side. So I really think of this more as just drawing a little rainbow shape. Go up and over, and up and over, yes. Now maybe you want to close your eyes here and really notice how much work your core has to do to stabilize you with the ball underneath that bottom left leg. You need to feel the left side body really lifting up, the front low ribs continuing to hug in and back, and find nice length all the way through the spine. So we're not arching into the low back. 2 more, take it forward. Take it back. Last one, take it forward. Take it back. Now I want you to take that rainbow shape forward. Now I want you to hold it slightly forward, start to lift the leg, go a little up, little up, little up, little up. So now you're getting a lot of work. Yes, into the medial glute. Yes, you've got this. You're here for 16, 15. Woo, feel that. So I'm getting really tense here with my right shoulder, I just noticed. So soften the right shoulder and breathe. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold that inhale. As you exhale, sweep that right leg back. Press it back just far enough that you really feel the backside of the glute fire. Now it's your choice if you want to flex or point here. But again, it's little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. Yes. So again, front body is nice and strong to stabilize you on top of this ball. If you want more of a challenge, you're going to extend the right arm up to the ceiling. This is your final variation in this right side glute series. You're here for 8, 7. You do have a hold on deck. You're there in 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, lift that right leg higher and breathe. Hold here, 4. Yes, hold here, 3. You've got this, it's 2. Lay back on your back. Hug your knees in. Just let the ball be wherever it is. Oh, that was a lot of work on both legs, and we get to do the whole series again on the other side. So join me for one more big inhale. One more big exhale. Find your favorite way to get to all fours. Grab the ball. And bring it underneath. Oh, excuse me, your right knee now. Palms press into the mat. Spread the fingers really wide here. Tuck your right toes. And press them into the mat as well to give yourself a little more stability. Take an inhale. As you exhale, kick that left leg back behind you, driving energy through the left heel. Beautiful. I am really unstable on this side. I'm gonna roll with that. Now I like to point my foot for this variation, but you do not have to. You're gonna lower the left leg to tap the mat, squeeze to lift it up. It's lower tap, and squeeze to lift. It's beautiful, keep going. So again, yes, you're gonna get some glute work into the left glute, absolutely. It's not gonna be crazy fatiguing. This is gonna be much more so about your right quadricep. Your right quadricep is doing so much work here to stabilize you on top of this ball that you're really gonna feel that burn quickly, especially since we just fatigued the right glute. 4 more. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. 2 more. Take a tap. And take a lift. Last one, I want you to hold the lift. Take a little press up with that left leg. Little up, little up, little up. Now press down through both palms and really spread the shoulder blades wide here. It's 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Flex that left foot and curl your left heel into your seat. You take it little and hold. go a little and hold. So really feeling a little bit of fire build into the left side hamstring. Left thigh bone stays lifted. You're gonna hold this position and bring the focus to that right quadricep. In 4, in 3, in 2. Now I want you to hold that curl in. Let's go. We're gonna try to reinflate the ball and press it down. Yes, right knee lift and right knee down. Ooh, lift it up and hover it down. Now can you keep your left leg lifted here so the left glute is still fired up? You have 4 and down. You have 3, 2 more, and a hold and a lift and lower. Now lift it up, hold it. Yes, lift the left leg higher, lift that right knee higher, hold here 4, on your right side in 3, on your right side in 2, lower the left knee, grab the ball, and come on down to your left forearm, to your right forearm. You're gonna bend that back left leg in. You're gonna send your right heel to the front corner of the mat. Inhale, extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, and then be sure that you're slightly rotated back so you're more on the butt cheek than on the hip. Yes, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower, keep going. So again, the ball may not actually touch your leg. That's totally fine. I'd much rather you stay farther apart and stay up and out of this bottom right shoulder. Right side obliques are really lifting to help support you here. Right forearm is pressing into the mat. Beautiful. And then right heel is extending away from you so the right leg stays nice and long. 4 more. 4, 3. You're gonna hold the in 2. Now last one here, I want you to hold the up. Ball can stay where it is if you'd like, or you can press it down into the mat as you lift that right leg, little up, little up, little up, little up. Shoot energy out through the right heel. Right shoulder presses down, away from the ear. Yes, go little lift, little lift, little lift. 8 more here, go 8, 7, 6. Breathe, it's 4, 3, 2, hold it. Take a little bend in that right knee. Extend it out. Yes, so it's a little bend and a big press. Pick it up, go bend, reach, bend, reach, bend, reach. Still keeping that right leg at a hover, and obviously feeling that right inner thigh really fired up now. From here, you have a hold. We're gonna come into that left side seat work. It's 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold that extension. Maybe inhale, float the ball up to the ceiling. As you exhale, lift that right leg even higher, and hold here 4, hold here 3, hold here 2. Before you set the leg down, roll that ball down and catch it underneath your right ankle. Beautiful. Lay all the way down onto your right side. Left leg is gonna hover just over right, and now my body is in one long line here. Yes. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, lower. It's lifted up. So you can take these left fingers and tent them on the mat in front of you as a little bit of a kickstand. Left hip is stacked directly over right. So I'm not allowing my pelvis to rotate up towards the ceiling like I was in those inner thigh work. Like I was in that inner thigh work, there it is. So my pelvis is staying square, right towards you. Yes, energy shoots out through the left heel. You have 4 more, exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. 2 more, lift it up. And lower it down, last one. Now I want you to float that left leg to a hover, maybe halfway up. And take it, little lift, little lift, little lift. Oh, just kidding, that's not what we did on the first side. Erase that, take a little circle, go a little circle. And a little circle. You know, sometimes I get really tired in the middle of teaching and totally forget what we did on the first side, but I remember pretty quickly that time. That was pretty good actually. You have 4 more, go 4, and 3, and 2. Now I want you to just reverse directions, so don't think about it too much. Little circle, and little circle. You're continuing to squeeze through the right quadricep. Right heel is shooting out So you're nice and long through the whole right leg, excuse me, left leg. Left leg is shooting out. You're here for 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, you have the option to point to the left toes if that feels better for you. It's that rainbow shape, up and back, and up and forward. It's up and back, and up and forward, yes. So again, I cannot successfully do this with touching the ground without letting my upper body get really tense or letting my pelvis rock from side to side. So I just kind of take an air tap and an air tap, yes. Now my right leg is nice and strong and stable on the bottom here. And this left leg is squeezing and lengthening. You have 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to take this left leg forward and I want you to hold it there. You take it, little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. Yes, so pinky toe on the left foot is leading the charge. Go little up, little up, little up, little up. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale, sit the left leg back behind you just as far as you feel the back of the left glute really fire up. Core stays nice and strong, and you're not arching into that low back. Let's go. It's little lift, little lift, little lift. Notice when your left leg swept back, does your rib cage flare open? Draw the ribs in. And if that means you need to bring the left leg farther forward, then do that. It really doesn't matter how far back it is. You're still gonna feel it, I promise. You have 16 more and I'll hold. Let's go. It's 16, 15. You're almost there. 8 more. Go. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, lift that leg higher. You're flipping onto your belly. You're there in 4. You're there in 3. You're there in 2. Lift higher. 1. Go ahead and roll the ball up to your hands and flip over onto your belly. This is it. Final set of exercises for class. You're going to extend the ball between the palms out in front of you as you allow your legs, the weights are in my way, move, there you go, to externally rotate here. So I'm turning my legs out. I'm pressing the inside line of my foot, the inner arch, down into the mat. And I'm pressing my pubic bone down into the mat. So I stay nice and strong through the core here. You're going to squeeze the ball. And as you inhale, I want you to allow your upper body to lengthen and float just a few inches off your mat. As you exhale, you're going to lower it down. It's inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, lower it down. So my lower body is not lifting here. Lower body is just pressing down into the mat to allow my low back to stay really long rather than arching up. Yes. It's inhale, lengthen. And exhale, lower. 3 more, lift it up. And lower it down, beautiful. 2 more, lift. And lower. Now I want you to hold this lift up. I want you to soften through the shoulders and just squeeze the ball between your hands. Little squeeze, little squeeze. Back of the neck is long. Eyes are going to be down towards the mat. So I know it might be tempting to look at me, but see if once you find the alignment, you can really keep your eyes down towards your mat so that the back of the neck doesn't have any wrinkles in it. 8 more squeezes. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. I want you to hold that squeeze on the ball. Inhale. Exhale, pubic bone presses down. Now as you inhale, float the legs up and off the mat. You squeeze the ball and you draw your heels in. Let's go. Little in, little in, little in, like you're trying to click your heels together. Inner thighs are rotating down towards the mat. Yes. You squeeze it in for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it. Here's your hold for class. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze your heels. Inhale, lengthen the limbs. And exhale, maybe lift a little higher. 8, 7. You've got this. It's 6. Child's pose is coming. I promise. You're there in 4. Lengthen more. It's 3. You're there in 2. Ooh, set it down. Press your hands into the mat. And press yourself back. Bringing the big toes together. Now before you come to your child's pose, take a moment and round the spine here. Coming into this shell stretch.
Maybe rocking from side to side a little bit. Just getting a little counter stretch to all of that extension work you just did. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can fold the chest down, walk the hands forward, and come into your child's pose. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. One more time, big inhale. And a big exhale. And gently press yourself up to all fours. Lift the left leg up towards the ceiling, keeping it bent. And then gently slide the left knee to the left wrist. And let the right toe slide back, coming into your pigeon stretch. Inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, you can walk it forward, if that feels good for you. Left hip is drawing back, as the right hip is folding forward and down here. Maybe take a moment and just really feel how satisfying it is to finish a really challenging workout. How good it feels to know that you did it. Even if you took breaks or took modifications, you did it. And I just love that feeling and that moment of pride, because I don't feel like we take enough moments to feel proud of ourselves. We often feel proud of our kids or our friends or our partners, but how often do you really take a moment and feel pride in yourself? So this is an opportunity to do that. Take one more big breath in. And a big breath out. Press yourself up to your hands, but before you come back to all fours, go ahead and bend that back leg in. Reach the left hand back behind you. Sorry, you're gonna have my back to you. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead, just opening up through the right side body, through the front of the right hip. Big inhale, big exhale. Gently lower your seat. Press your hands back to the mat and find all fours. Right leg lifts up. Right knee pulls to right wrist. And right ankle comes to left wrist. Slide that back left leg back behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, walk forward if that feels good for you. Left hip is rotating down towards the mat. And the right hip is drawing back. Notice if you're still carrying any tension from the class, and just try to shake out the shoulders and the face. I promise it's over. It's just stretching now. Maybe close your eyes. Let's take 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Do that again. Inhale. Maybe make some noise as you exhale. One more time, big breath in. And big breath out. Walk up to your hands, bend that back knee in. Right hand's gonna reach behind you, left arm reaches up as the hips lift, opening up the left side body to the front of the left hip. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lower yourself down. Take that back left leg and just sweep it around. Extending both legs long out in front of you. Inhale, reach the fingertips up high, find length. And as you exhale, forward fold. Now you can grab whatever part of your legs feels good for you. You can round the spine if that feels better. Or you can keep the heart lifted. I like to kind of rock my torso from side to side, just getting into the IT band a little bit. Pulling back on the balls of the feet, just opening them up. Now in this moment, you might just be counting down until this class is over, and I promise you, you're almost there. But see if instead of that countdown, you can really stay in this stretch for just one more big breath and really try to release on that exhale. Ready? Inhale. And release the shoulders, release. Exhale. Gently roll yourself up, crossing the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms high.
And exhale, let it go. That is your full body bar class for today. Amazing work, as always. I'll be back again next Monday with a brand new bar class. If you have not already, I really hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. I'm here every Monday with new bar classes, always challenging, always effective, always safe, and always try to have some fun. At least I do. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I'll see you again soon.